Welcome back. So the Hilux is in the shed, and the plan for today, I think, is just to remove everything that I don't want to keep or anything that has to come off for paint. So the tray will be coming off. I'm going to do away with these side mirrors. I'll replace them with the same style, but these ones are just broken and not working properly, so they'll come off. The dash mat's going to go in the bin because that's old and crusty. I'm going to take the bumper bar off, the bull bar, roo bar, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take that off, and I'm not sure whether I want to paint this yet, leave it alley, or maybe give it a coat of Raptor black. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to keep this red, but I may sand it back and go over it with Raptor coat red. So keeping that in mind, do we keep this alley or do we Raptor coat it black? I'm sort of leaning towards black myself, but let me know in the comments what you think. So I've got steel ordered for the new tray, so when that gets here, and that'll probably be the next episode, we'll start knocking up the new tray for this thing. But in the meantime, we'll get the chassis cleaned up. This chassis is pretty clean. It's already been done not too long ago, but we'll just give it another clean up and maybe another lick of paint, because I am going to do under these wheel arches with some body deadener paint or chassis black sort of stuff. So these inner plastic liners will have to come out of the wheel arches. Like I said, the bull bar's coming off. I'll probably take these corner lamps off just because I wouldn't mind replacing these. They're quite dull. The plastic on the indicators is quite dull. The headlights look new. They've been replaced, so we'll keep the headlights. I'll try and replace these because they're dull and cracked. The grill's good. I don't think it needs paint or anything, but I'm going to try and find some clips for it because it feels like there's just a couple of broken clips there. So wheel arch line has to come out of that side. Bin that side mirror. Bin this dash mat and replace it with a black one. We have got some cracks on this dash. I'm not going to replace this dash. For the moment, we'll just keep it how it is and see how things progress. Yeah, you can see the chassis is quite good, but we'll give it a lick anyway. Drop the spare wheel and just put that aside for now. I'm going to keep these tail lights and indicators. I don't particularly like the style, but they work, so there's no point throwing them out. Whether they go back on this tray or they end up on a trailer build or something down the track, we'll see. Tidy up some of this wiring once we've got the tray off. This tow hitch will be getting removed. It's just, I don't like to take away from the practicality of being able to tow and all that sort of stuff, but that is just horrendous for four-wheel driving. Significantly reduces the departure angle, and I want to sort of make this to be a more capable sort of track weapon, and then sell it on to someone who wants it to use it like that. So I don't think they're going to want that hanging down that far, and if they want to put it back on, they can. I'll keep it aside, but what I will do, because I'm thinking I'm going to shorten the tray to be either level or just a touch longer than the chassis, and then on the end where this tow hitch mounts onto, I'll just bolt some recovery points. So if someone does want to tow with this, they can just rip the recovery points off, bolt the tow hitch back on, and away they go. The suspension is fairly recent West Coast suspension. There's nothing wrong with it, so I'm probably going to leave the suspension for now, and I'm just going to keep these 31s. I don't see any point going any bigger with the little 3-wire petrol motor because it just struggles to turn the bigger tyres. So that's the plan for today anyway. Let me know what you think about the wheels as well. Do we just keep the white sunnies or paint them black? my goal is to not really spend much money on this car. I just want to build a tray for it, give it a bit of a touch up, and yeah, see what we can do with it. I'll probably put some lights on it. I like the fact that this is a square sort of shaped Hilux. These old 84 to 88s, it's very square headlights. So I'll probably put maybe 4 like rectangle spotlights on the roof, and maybe a pair of rectangle spotlights on the bar. And that's really about as far as I go, just a bit of a cleanup. I don't like these seats, but if I can find some replacements, like some stock Hilux, even maybe stock LN106 Hilux seats for cheap, I'll change them out, but otherwise I'll just keep them for now. But yeah, these ones sit quite high because of the extra railing that they've put in here to adapt the seats to fit in this car. So, and plus the seats themselves sit quite high, and they're like a bucket style seat, so comfortable seats, but just a bit too big and tall for this car. I'm 6 foot and my head's basically touching the roof, just sitting in there normally. Alright, well, let's get into ripping some of these things off and see how she looks with no tray on. Alright, so I think for starters we'll just take these mirrors off. At least it looks like they got some decent riv nut style fasteners in there. Alright, time to turf these. In the bin with you. Alright, we'll do all the little simple jobs first, I think. We'll get rid of this dash mat. Oh, absolute mission to remove that. This can also go in the bin. In the bin with yesterday's Maccas and the side mirrors. Alright, I think we might do this bull bar next, so get these off. How are they attached? What the hell? Okay, don't know how that plate's going to come off, but we'll figure that out. We'll get the bull bar off first. So first things first is we'll disconnect all the lights, well, the 2 indicators. I'm going to replace these lenses at the very least. I'll see what's available online or down at you know, Repco and Super Cheap and all that sort of stuff. Probably end up just ordering something online, and it may be cheaper just to get the whole, you know, pair of whole indicator units, if I can get them with the right plug type. Might be cheaper to do that rather than just chasing down the lens covers. We'll see. That'll give me something to do while I'm sitting in my room at work. Jump online and order some parts. Like I said, I've got steel coming for the tray. Steel's already been ordered. That should arrive tomorrow actually, but tomorrow is fly out day for me. But the steel will be sitting here waiting for me when I get back, so we can get stuck straight into that tray. And also got another little project on the go with my young bloke. He wants to build a go-kart, like off-road buggy type thing, so I've got some steel to start that as well. So I'll have 2 projects on the go. Alright, that's those off. Now we can drop this bar. And yeah, like I said, leave a comment. Drop a comment if you think we should keep this alley and maybe just give it a spruce up with that alley bright or something like that, or do I sand it back and give it a coat with Raptor Coat black? That's what I'm leaning towards. But let me know what you think. We've got 3 bolts. See how we go doing this by myself. Should be fairly light being alloy. What size is it? 19. Oh, there. That one's only got 2 in it. This side's got 3. Although that one's loose already. What have we got? Looks like some are 19, some are 18. It's 18. So I'll get 18mm spanner. Oop. I think that's on. Well, they're definitely not on tight. Those 3 off. This one's got like a plate, maybe for a recovery point. I'll put a rated shackle through there, but when I put this back on, I'll put some proper recovery points on the front. Was this 18? I don't need this extension on, but I think I grabbed it because I need it for the tray. 18 gonna fit this. What do I need? 19. I think I need 19 for this one. Alright, they're bound up because I think the weights come off the other side. So there's just 1 bolt in there, so before I go ripping that out and taking the bar off, I'm just going to clean up this stuff. Don't want to lose these bolts. I'll probably replace these though, but I need them to reference what I need for the new ones. Okay, get these out of the way. Do we have more bolts? No. That bolt's just sitting in there loose. There's nothing on that side from what I can see. Pretty sure we can just... Yeah, just needs a bit of persuasion. There's that plate for the recovery point. It's a nice thick plate. Maybe we can just clean this up and use it. We'll see, because I want two recovery points, so we'll see what I end up getting. Alright, I think we can safely take this bolt out. It's not taking any weight anyway at the moment. The bar's fairly wedged in there between the brackets. Keep all these washers and bolts. Alright, theoretically this should just pull off. And there we go. Nice and light. I would like to put a steel bar on this. It's because these things, because the leaf springs are so firm, they actually do better with a bit of weight. So a steel bar, nice solid heavy steel tray, just get some riding a little bit nicer. Yeah, all pretty good under here. We'll give it a lick of paint, touch it up a little bit, get rid of this. It used to have the old like fly screen mesh on the front, which I find on a lot of old cars they used to do that, trying to protect the radiator from locusts and grasshoppers and that, birds and whatnot, when you hit things when you're driving down the road. Yeah, we'll give this a clean up. Bit of a degrease, lots of grease and shit in there. Alright, well we might take all this front off now, I think. Take the indicators off. I shouldn't need to label anything just yet, because we're not getting too complicated. We're not doing engine bay wiring or anything like that, but famous last words. Alright, I might just pop the bonnet. So we can get to these clips. I will actually do some tidy up wiring in under here, just tidy up the existing wiring. But these clips is what I really need to replace. It's a lot of missing and damaged clips here, so let's see how they. Get a flat blade screwdriver. Let's get this bar out of the way. Yeah, like I said, I'd love to get an ARB steel bar on this, but there's nothing wrong with that bar, and I don't really want to throw it away or just put it aside when it's a perfectly good bar. I think I'll just paint it up and put it back on. Alright. Flat blade screwdriver, and see if I can get some of these clips out. Not even 100% sure. See, this looks like an entirely different clip altogether. That's you off. What are you getting caught on? There we go. Oh, you've got to be careful with these because they're hard to replace, I think. Put this over with the bull bar. Keep those clips. Was there any down the bottom? Don't know what that wiring's for. No, no clips down the bottom. Headlights can stay in, I think, but we'll take these corner lamps off. quite, corner lamp's quite dull. The plastic's almost like it's been sanded. I mean, you can polish these up, but these are cheap as. You can get these on eBay. Very cheap. So we'll do that. There we go. Corner lamps are off. All right. I just want to get rid of that wiring hanging here. Nope. I'm going to have to use a socket. 10mm. Yep. It's earths for something, but maybe old set of spotlights. There's the horn, and that's all wired up. So yeah, it must have been an old set of spotties. So just get rid of that, put that back in. Once I get the tray off, I'm going to want to water blast the chassis, so I'll degrease and do this front section while I'm at it. Okay. Well, that's pretty much as far as I need to go on the front end. Oh, I'll just take these off. Are they Tech screws? Yep. These don't need to be here at all. All right. Pretty happy with that. So the side mirrors are off, front bar's off. Pretty much just the tray now. Start working on that. Alright, so we'll start by undoing any plugs for the tail lights, etc. Which thankfully they actually are plugs, although wow, they haven't been done very well. But makes for quick and easy disconnecting of the tail lights. Alright, now the only wiring we've got is this trailer plug wiring. I need to cut this because that's been zip tied to the tray and the tray's coming off. This is another example of a mess of wiring that we can fix up, tidy up, run some new conduit, do the plugs better. Yeah, we'll fix all that up. Alright, I'll just cut these while I'm here, and I've got the side cutters. Oh wow. So, that one. Right. Now, hopefully I can just unbolt that and slip that through, and then that tow hitch is ready to come off. We'll see. Oh yeah, just slipped straight out the bottom. Look at that. Excellent. Excelente. And then we'll just bring that up through there so we don't risk snapping the wiring later when I forget that it's there. Alright. Come on, don't be like that. There we go. Done. So all the wiring disconnected. I might just drop this off and take the tail lights out just while it's still attached to the car. Be a bit easier, I think. Just take this whole mess off with the Tech screws. Gee whiz. Make sure we pick all these Tech screws up. Right, so I've got the license plate light and the plate obviously. So keep those. I may get new license plate lights. We'll see. Keep you handy for a minute. These are mounted to brackets, and the brackets are again just Tech screwed on by the looks. Yep. Might need an extension though. I think I'm going to need some pliers to get that out. Or my side cutters maybe. They might grip it. There we go. Oh, what do we got? Oh, come on. Alright. Alright. Where's the other one? Oh. Thank you. Jesus. 1, 2, 3. Where did that fourth Tech screw go over there? Right, tail lights in the keep pile. Four Tech screws. So where does that leave us? Tow hitch is ready to come off. Spare tyres ready to come out. I might leave those. I might get the tray off first. Tray off first, I think. So, fuel filler neck needs to be disconnected. Alright, this fuel filler neck is just connected with some big Tech screws. Oh no, are they Tech screws or are they? They are a Tech screw, but they've also got a bolt on the back of them. Never seen that before. I might just drop. Are they big ones or normal ones? Normal. That's what happens when you don't put your little bit back where it goes. You end up having to go walking. Alright, so I'll just drop the whole thing from these two. Oh, am I going to need that extension again? I am. Alright, so there's the filler neck, and I'll just keep this bracket for now. I probably won't end up using that, but I'll just keep it sort of a bit of a reference, bit of an idea for when I have to make the new one for the new tray. This is a prime example of when your tools are so disorganized you actually forget what you have. I'm using this old extension that's way too long when I actually have a brand new one of these Makita bits, this size but in this length, just sitting right over there. But I forget what tools I've got because they're so disorganized. I need to get these workbenches finished so I can have all my tools organized. Time to get this tray off, so I'm going to run around and undo all these bolts, and then I'll see if I can tip it off by myself. Just make sure I've got the right size socket here. What have I got? A 19. These look like they're bigger than 19, but they are not. I actually feel like they might be 18. Yep, 18. Alright. See if we need to get a spanner on them or if I can just whiz them off. No, they're just going to whiz off. Oh, 3 on that side, and I'll just move this. I don't need that, I don't think. Oh, let's do this 3 on the other side. Well, I'm assuming 3 on the other side. There was 3 on that side. These bolts are fairly new, so they look like they'll come undone by hand once I break them loose. Alright. That's all 6 bolts undone. Let's get them out. One. Two. Just having a look too while I'm under here taking these bolts out. Just double checking there's no wiring that's been like cable tied to the tray itself. I'd hate to snap some wiring when I'm taking this tray off. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this tray off. I might have to wait until I can get a mate around here to lift it off with me. But I'm going to have a crack at just maybe tipping it back, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, this one's going to bind up right at... Oh, no, there we go. Nope. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, I can't see anything that's bolted or cable tied to the tray. Oh, my old man knees are hurting, I know that. Oh. I got it. Alright, all six bolts out. The tray's ready to come off. Might just slide it back a little bit, just so I can see what's going on between the back of the cab and the headboard. Oh, need to be careful. Need to be careful. Oh, I can see from the other side maybe. Yep, that's clear. Nothing down there. There's an Anderson plug coming out of the cab, which will be handy for running a fridge or something maybe. Just down here, you'll see once we get this tray off. I think it's probably best if I do wait for a mate and we just lift it up and walk it out together. I don't think it's going to be, yeah, aluminium tray. Two of us will be able to do that, no dramas. Alright, so just need to take these inner wheel arch liners, I suppose, plastic liners off. So when we do the underbody spray, we can get right in there. So these just seem to be like a 10mm tech screw. Wow, keep all these. I might try and replace them if I can because they're all rusty. Give this liner a clean up and a lick of paint as well. Yeah, okay. That opens all that right up. That's good. We can give that a blast under there and give it a good spray with some fish oil before we put this guard back on. Alright, so this guard goes in the keep pile, and we've got to do that again for the other side. Well, that side was 10 times easier than the other side. Need to track down some of those clips. Why would that one? Oh no, yeah, they do all have clips in them, plastic clips. So I need to chase down some of those. They must be the bolt type that have got the steel clips. So yeah, got to track down some bolts, some clips, a few bits and pieces. Alright, so by taking those inner guard liners off, you can see how much it exposes the inner guard, and that's all area that I can get in with fish oil. Make sure it doesn't rust in there. That wiring loom looks okay. Spider nest in there, but yeah, we'll get in there with some fish oil. Okay, so as you just saw, my mate Yako and I lifted that tray off, carried it outside. It was actually heavier than I thought it was going to be, but we managed to carry it off and sit it on some drums I got set up, and this is what the chassis is looking like under the tray. It's really not that bad at all, actually. It's quite good. Quite good. I'll drive it out. Probably not right now because I'm just about to go pick the kids up from the bus stop from school. So once I've done that, I'll get back in here and we'll take this spare tyre out, take the tow hitch off, and then we'll go and pressure wash. Well, we'll do the whole car pretty much, pressure wash the whole car, degrease that front end. But yeah, what else have I done? Just unbolted this tacho. It was just screwed into the side of the dash here. I've just taken that off for now because I want to deal with that wiring while we're doing this whole tidy up. I don't want to leave it like that. We may even get rid of that tacho altogether. Don't particularly need a tacho, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll get this out when we can. There's the Anderson plug I was talking about. What do we got going on there? Might have to sort that out. Pop a riv nut in there. But yeah, it's pretty good. The cab on this is really good. Chassis is really good. It's actually in really good nick, this Hilux. I'm pretty happy with this find, and hopefully someone else will be really happy with it once I've spruced it up a little bit and we move it on. Because still on the hunt for that extra cab. I'm all about the extra cabs. So get rid of this single cab, find a good extra cab project and get started on that. Anyway, see you in a bit when we can do some more work on it. Alright, well, I am very quickly running out of daylight. So I'm just going to quickly drop this tow hitch and spare tyre off and give it a pressure wash. See if we can get this off without hurting myself. Come on. I'm just going to let it drop. Because any minute now it's going to give and it's going to throw my old man back out. I don't need to lower this all the way to the ground, I don't think. If we can just get a fight to do that. And then do that. Stay out of there. Whoa. Alright. spare tyre, spare wheel. Alright, we're ready to take this thing out and give it a blast. So that's it for this episode, guys. I've ran out of light. I've got everything done I wanted to get done, but it's time now to put it away in the shed and have a beer or two. So I just want to thank everyone who's been watching and all you subscribers. While I've been filming this video, we have hit 100 subscribers, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, starting from zero, it's awesome, and I can't thank you enough. So to show my thanks, guys, for 100 subscribers, I'd like to give away a $100 gift card at Super Cheap Auto. So drop a comment on this video, it can be anything. Tell me what you think I should do with the bull bar. Paint it Raptor black, paint it gloss black, matte black, leave it aluminium. Let me know what you think I should do with the tray build. Just drop a comment. Doesn't even have to be Hilux related, but drop a comment and I'll pick someone in the next video and I'll send them off a $100 gift voucher. Australian residents only for this one. That's just a small way I can say thanks to you guys for subscribing and watching the videos. So remember, if you like these videos and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure to drop a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.